Are you crying?
Hello guys, and welcome back to Angie's Table, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Turkish pide. And I've tried this at home before because I have tried my first pide in St. Louis. It was a pretty new restaurant there, and I was with my friends and they were like, oh, let's go try this. It is actually an unforgettable dish that I've tasted. It was so good. So let's go and check out these ingredients. So this is going to be a two-part cooking process because we're going to first make the dough, and that needs about 30 minutes to an hour. So we're going to make that first and then we'll work on the toppings after that. So let's get all our dry and wet ingredients ready for the dough. I have 2 cups of some bread flour in here. I did do my research on this, and there is a slight difference between all-purpose flour and bread flour. So if you guys use bread flour, I think it creates more of that fluffy, soft texture in the dough. If you guys don't have bread flour, you can feel free to use all-purpose flour. Add in our lukewarm water. And then we'll add in our yeast. Our sugar, and some salt. And lastly, our butter. And give this all a good mix. Knead this for about 10 minutes. I have this on my slab. Continue to knead. The kneading process is where the dough gets soft and it gets that nice texture to it. So this is a very important and critical step. And today's pide, I don't know if it's pide or pide or how you normally say it. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm just gonna say pide. This yields about 2 to 3 pides, and we're gonna have fun with the toppings later, and it's gonna be like pizza. Let's do this. I'm running out of breath. And then we're gonna cut it into 3 pieces. Roll this into a ball. Place these in a bowl. Place a damp cloth over it, and we'll let it rest for about 30 minutes to an hour. And now we're gonna prep our veggies and make our topping. So this is pretty much whatever you guys want. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing, but I do know they use a mix of ground beef and lamb as part of their toppings. I like the one that's just cheese, so that's what I'm gonna be having. When we order pizza, there are no rules to what you need to get, so it's gonna be up to your preference. Okay, so I got my pan on, a little bit of olive oil. I will add the ground beef and our veggies. And I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of the black pepper, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. I'm actually gonna add a tad bit more salt. Okay, we're done. And now we'll need a rolling pin because we're gonna roll out our dough since about 45 minutes has passed. I did a really good job. So this is the shape we want, and now we're just going to fold it like this and kind of make this shape. This is so that the toppings can just like stay put and not spill out, you know?
It's like a pizza boat.
Oh yeah, it's like a boat. Okay, and we just do this 3 more times. So the oven is preheating at 450 in the back, and in the meantime, we're gonna fill this with toppings. So I'm gonna choose the smallest one. So we'll do, how about this one's just cheese, this one's meat, this one's meat and cheese.
Okay.
It really is. Should you do jalapenos on just this, or the chilies?
Yeah.
Right? Because that one already kind of has a topping. And then let's save the parsley for the complete end.
Oh, like garnishing?
Yeah, for garnishing. Okay, we're ready. Let's stick these in. It's gonna be in there cooking at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. We're gonna take it out, butter up the crust parts of this pide. I really hope I'm not offending anyone by saying this incorrectly, but then we're gonna stick it back into the top for another 10 more minutes. So it gets golden brown and crispy, and I can't wait to try this. I've seen some people that use feta cheese and tomatoes, and that is so up my alley. I think that would taste amazing, but I didn't have feta cheese at home. Feel free to customize it to your liking. And while we are waiting, do you guys know what it's time for? Today's word of the day is 고기, which means meat. And today I decided to use it because we are using some ground beef today, and I was like, I didn't prepare a word, and then I thought of my word as soon as I saw it. So in Korea, meat is a huge part of the culture, and they have, I think one of the more famous ones are probably either pork belly or the Korean hanu, which is beef. And I've tried it and it literally melts in your mouth. I don't like meat, as you guys know, but it literally melts in your mouth and it's amazing. And they have all these different cuts. I feel like Korea is the only country where they are so into different cuts of the meat, and every single cut has a different texture, different taste. Some of them are fatty, some of them aren't, and the Koreans really know how to use it. That is today's word of the day, is 고기, which means meat. Don't they look amazing already?
Oh yeah, that smells amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that cheese. It looks like it's
I know,
yummy.
right? Now it is time to eat, and I have some LaCroix. Spin it.
That looks really good.
I know, right? Which one do you want to try first?
I want to try the one with everything on it.
Oh, everything is this one. Here you go.
Thank you.
Ooh, I want to try the cheese one. Mmm. 맛있어.
Wow. I can't believe this is homemade. It's so good.
Really?
The bread is so good.
Mmm.
I think it's because like you brush the butter on top.
Mm-hmm.
Are you crying? I straight up sounded like you're crying.
I'm eating too fast. It was like stuck in my throat. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Really?
Oh my god. I'm like, how is the seasoning? So we did add a little bit of salt at the end, but
I feel like some people might want it like a little
extra
more
saltier.
more salty. Because it's not like pizza where it's like tomato sauce on there.
Yeah.
But it also might depend on like the cheese that they use. Because certain cheeses are more salty.
Saltier. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try the cheese one too. This.
Really good. I like the crust part a lot. It's so good. Right?
Better than pizza.
I kind of like it better than pizza. The bread is so good.
This is so good.
This is actually really good.
Don't you think some lamb meat would be good too? I really hope you guys tried this out. I'm actually really full with 2 pieces. Let us know in the comments. This was so good, and we'll see you guys on our next video.